Hey guys, what's up? I'm here to give you guys a recap on the new episode of Log Horizon, Destruction of the Round Table, or you could call it Log Horizon円卓崩壊, which is on episode 8. Anyways, this episode right here, I thought it was pretty cool, not too bad, and it looks like to me, there's gonna be trouble along the horizon, so if anything else, let's just get this started. We had to it that one of our characters, Tetora, ends up having to ask Naotsugu about Kanami. What was Kanami to Shiroe, you know? Naotsugu seemed to explain it in a way that they seem to be like sibling relationship, you know, nothing more. In terms of like being possibly a girlfriend or boyfriend, that's not highly the case because Shiroe may not be able to handle her, and we all know how Shiroe is. I mean, he may be a guy in glasses, but he's a guy that can't handle a lot of stress when the time presents itself, you know. So if anything else, let's just continue on. We had to it that there's a roundtable meeting conference where Rainacia wants to go get Krusty, you know, and Shiroe decides to tell Rainacia, "How about you go on vacation and grab him back? You know, that'd be great. We'll try to get the work done for you as much as we can, and by that time, when you get back, hopefully it won't be too much for you to handle." And when it came to the work for Shiroe, it looks like to me he's biting off more than he can chew, you know? And the way I look at it, it was really hilarious. But that aside, we get to know that the guy has to handle a lot of things where he's trying to make improvements. Not to mention, only in Akiba, but with the other factions of the West and possibly East factions, you know? And it looks like to me it's getting a little bit difficult for him to handle when he's trying to take care of it, you know? But whatever the case may be, it seems like to me it's not much he could try to really get the hang of, you know? But as the episode continues on, you know, we get to know that Minori's friends, you know, such as Toya and everyone else are on a mission right now, doing a couple things such as like hunting for food and etc. And then they end up meeting these two new people whatsoever, but they are also called ancients, you know? They go by the names of Layla Mofor and then Litka Mofor. And it looks like to me these two little cats, which I'll call them cats or something because they look like cats, but they're ancients. So I'll call them the ancient twins. But we get to know more about them as the episode progresses, you know. They're level 65 and that they were rescued by Toya and his other friends who were like traveling with them, especially some of them who are at the Log Horizon whatsoever, you know, etc. But you know, when it came to some other stuff involving these two twins whatsoever, which is Layla and Litka or something, it looks like to me they needed a place to stay. And we get to know about the situation when Minori introduces the ancient twins to Shiroe and the others. And Tetora is like, "Oh my gosh, you have no idea what kind of hell they put me through," kind of thing, you know? And we get to see a scene with Akatsuki and Shiroe having to talk with each other and hang out with each other, you know? And I thought it was pretty sweet and it was really nice to see, you know? But going back to the ancient twins, which is Layla and Litka, we get to know from Tetora, these two girls caused so much hell for me. There was some kind of funny event that involves collecting things, you know? There's a certain number that you have to collect, like 1,000 scales and 3,000 scales. You do that, you get some kind of reward. And these two could help you out. But we get to know from Tetora, and oh my gosh, I was laughing so hard about what happened to the guy, you know? Or what happened to Tetora. We get to know Tetora, she hired these two, but they end up losing it, you know? They end up losing the 3,000 scales. The first time, I think it was selling it to someone who was suspicious of an item. And number two, one who accidentally threw the scales in a blacksmithing oven. And number three, I think they end up losing it or something happened to it. And four, they end up having to forced to use it to pay the bills of the food menu. I'm like, oh my gosh, man. I'm laughing my butt off so hard. I mean, it's not supposed to be too funny because sometimes you work so hard to gather these things, right? And all of a sudden they're all gone and they all got wasted. That's not something that you'll be very happy about or you'll be laughing hard about, you know? But that aside, we get to know that these two twins who apparently are heavy eaters, and Totoro mentions about what kind of hell that she or he had to go through. It was pretty bad for them. Bad for him. But we get to know that these two actually are looking forward to joining a certain guild to take them in, you know? And Shiroe is like, hey, no problem, I'll take you in, you know? As the saying goes by in this episode, the past is the past. Don't let it get to you, you know? That kind of thing. But whatever the case is, Shiroe open welcomed them into his arms, even though they might be troubling in the future, which we will know that they will be trouble because they're heavy eaters, not to mention they might cause some more trouble down the road. But we got to know that these two are actually looking for a certain evil being that's going to come here, you know, which apparently is a mafias or a genius whatsoever, which apparently Shiroe was given warning about that from Krusty himself. So looks like to me there's an enemy that's going to be coming to Akiba and maybe causing some trouble, you know. So looks like to me we may get some action parts here and there, but the next episode it's going to be something else. Although like it is what it is. So pretty much all I can really tell you is that Ray Nation goes on vacation to go find Krusty and bring his butt all the way back to Akiba for help. And then as for Shiroe, he's trying to find a way to handle all the work given to him, although he's biting off more than he can chew. As for the rest of the episodes, Toya and the others who from the Log Horizon who went on a leveling or adventure spree, they are trying to they're trying to get stronger, grab some food, and they end up meeting like the twins, the ancient twins, you know, Lika and Layla or something. I think that's their name here. Let me take a look. I think that's the name. Yeah, Leela and Lika, which apparently is like, hey, can you take us in, kind of thing. And Shiroe welcomes them in open arms, despite what the hell happened with Totoro many patches ago or many years ago. I don't know. Timeline logic doesn't really make sense much anyway. But whatever the case may be, despite the trouble they can cause, Shiroe welcomes them in open arms. Past is a past. And we get to know that there's an evil being coming to Akiba, which Shiroe and everyone else must be prepared for, you know? Who knows what this evil being will be, but it did end up with something of a strange living organism approaching the city of Akiba, possibly. Well, whatever the case may be, Shiroe got 2 new members, Litka and Layla, the ancient twins, whatever I call them, because that's what they are. And yeah, so until then, I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm Alpha Zitto. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time, alright? Peace out. Bye-bye. Toot-toot-toot.